welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing Skylar's 12-month milestone update. Yay! So I've tried putting a bow on her hair for this video and she kept taking it off, so I give up. Skylar actually turned 1 on December 2nd, 2014, and we're now into January, so I thought, you know what, we have to do this update because I keep putting it off. Her development just amazes me every time because every single day she does something new. I'm going to try to keep this short because this girl is moving around a lot and she just wants to grab everything around her. So let's see, she has been, of course she's been walking, she's actually been running. She just started teething again, so I think I'm gonna have to get her the Camilla drops for teething. And she just got over a cold as well. That's why she kind of, like, her eyes kind of look poofy because she just got over a cold. And she still has like a runny nose too because of the teething symptoms as well. So, poor baby. But, oh man. Yeah. She says a few words. She says, "What's that? What is this? Picture." She does baby signing. What else do you say? What else do you say, Bubbas? Skylar has also been a chatterbox. She yaps and yaps and yaps, and it's just funny to see from her, and we just agree on her with everything she says pretty much. She baby signs, "Please," "Thank you," "All done," "No." She knows when no means no. Like, she would go to an outlet and try to touch it, but she'll look at us first and then she'll shake her head and be like, so she knows that no means no. She's just been doing a ton of like really cool, neat things, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, you are turning out to be like a little person. If you hear fiddling around, that's just her touching everything in the room. Anyways, I'm gonna get started with the 12-month milestone update, and I'm reading it off the Baby Center Canada app. Taking his first steps. That major rite of passage is almost here. Sometime this month, your baby may take his first steps alone, though may not do it for several more weeks or months. So don't worry if your baby doesn't become a toddler this month. Most children make those early strides on tiptoe with their feet turned outward. You won't want to miss your chance to document this moment, so have your camera loaded and ready. Also, at about this time, your baby may begin feeding himself with the spoon, though he still frequently misses his mouth. She's been walking, you guys know, since she was 9 months. So, yeah, no problems with that. But, yeah, she does feed herself. She would just grab a spoon and fork from me and she'll try to feed herself. But, you know, food just flies everywhere. So, whatever, I just give her a spoon and fork anyways, just to keep her happy while I'm feeding her and distract her and all that. Second one says, new kinds of play. Around now, your baby's play will probably start changing from mastering his fine motor skills to exercising larger muscles. Some children this age have an attention span of 2 to 5 minutes for quiet activities, though your baby's favorite games may not be all that quiet. He probably thinks it's fun to push, throw, and knock everything down. He'll give you a toy as well as take one, and likes games where he can put things such as blocks in containers and dump them out. This also works with pots and pans. He can put little ones inside bigger ones, as well as thrill to the loud sounds they make when banged together. Oh yes, she loves the Lego Duplos, and every time I'm in the kitchen, she will open up the drawer and just take things out, like food containers, like those Ziploc food containers, the plastic ones that will make noise. Making bedtime easier. One of the small luxuries of raising a baby is nap time. A little bit of downtime you can use to rest and recharge yourself. But as your baby approaches his first birthday, he may begin to resist taking naps, and his growing independence may lead him to make a fuss at bedtime. Following a well-established nighttime routine, which might include a bath or bedtime story, for example, may help settle him to sleep. It's also a good idea to consistently sequence your baby towards sleep. Feed him, give him a bath, put him in his pajamas or sleep suit, play a game, read him a book, sing songs or play some music, then put him down. Whatever you do, make it a regular routine, one that gives you and your baby plenty of time to connect and wind down. You may elect to alternate activities with your partner each night or to give both of you a break several times a week. Try taking in turns to put him to bed. We have actually been on a schedule with her since she was, 6 months or so. So we have been putting her to, giving her a bath and then putting her PJs. Sometimes though, if she's a mess, I will give her a little bath in the morning or whatever during the day. But she knows when it's time to put on her PJs that it's almost bedtime. After we put on her PJs, after dinner, I usually give her a bottle and her blankie, and she'll just relax for a bit. What are you doing? She'll just relax for a bit, and then we just put her to bed, and she'll cry it out, but she'll fall asleep. It's hard to say goodbye. Your child has probably had bouts of separation anxiety during the last few months. This is natural. He loves and depends on you, so he'll be distressed when you leave. To ease departures, ask your babysitter to arrive early so your baby has time to adjust. Be matter of fact when you leave and don't prolong the agony with extended goodbyes. Make it quick and just one goodnight kiss. Your baby's tears will subside soon after you're out of sight. You can help your child feel more dependent by not hovering over him all the time. If he toddlers to another room, wait a couple of minutes before following. If you go to another area of the house, call him to when you're in the next room, but don't come running every time he squawks. Since absolute independence from his mom and dad isn't really the ideal for a baby, we want him to be able to feel and rely on you and be aware of Skylar, not indifferent to your comings and goings. With regards to separation anxiety, that was one thing that I was really worried about when I went back to work from mat leave. Thankfully, my mom does watch her when I do go to work, and she's used to my mom, so it wasn't that bad. But of course, deep inside with me, when I'm at work, I'm just like, I want to go home. She still does cry from time to time, but yes, I try to make it quick, but it's hard sometimes. Learning more about language, though at this point their vocabulary probably consists of only a couple of words besides mama and dada. Many one-year-olds can babble short, fully inflected sentences that sound like they're speaking a foreign language. By now, your baby may also be able to respond to simple questions and commands, especially if you give him some clues with hand gestures. For example, ask, "Where's your mouth?" and point to it, or try, "Hand me the cup," and point to the object. Your baby may even answer you in his own way, using his own gestures, such as shaking his head for no. Take advantage of your baby's receptiveness to begin teaching him manners and how to help out. Emphasize please and thank you, and make toy cleanup time fun by turning it into a game. Though he probably won't get the idea just yet, it's never too early to start. Like I said, she does say some words, and she does know how to say no, and we do emphasize thank you and please all the time with baby sign, and even just verbally saying it. Knows where her head is, where her mouth is, where her nose is. Skylar, come here. Where's your head, baby? Where's your head? Where's your head? Where's your head? There's your head. She's over here playing, so if you guys hear some noise, it's her, and I would love to redo this video update if she does make a lot of ruckus, but I just don't have time, so you're gonna have to put up with the noise in the background, unfortunately. Giving everything a name. It's up to you to help your baby make connections between objects and their names. The more you do, the faster your child's vocabulary will grow. Keep talking to your baby and labeling things. Count stair steps as you climb them, and point out the names and colors of the fruits and vegetables at the supermarket. Read your baby a picture book and ask him to point to or name familiar objects. Give him choices sometimes and ask him if he'd like to wear the red or blue socks, or if he'd like to play with his blocks or stacking rings. He may not answer, but then again, you may be pleasantly surprised. We do that all the time. Whenever she goes upstairs, I always count to her, or when we're playing Lego or something, I would tell her the colors. And then last but not least, is my baby developing normally? Remember, each baby is unique and meets physical milestones at his or her own pace. These skills are simply a guide to what your baby has the potential to accomplish. If not right now, then sure. That's about it for her update. With my update and my postpartum update, I'm going to try to answer questions that have been personally asked to me by family and friends. And the number one question is, when are you guys going to have baby number 2? Well, right now, we are just going with the flow. We are spending as much time as we can with Skylar, watching her grow, and me enjoy watching her grow. We're giving her all of our attention as much as we can. Whatever happens, happens. As far as the age gap between the first and the second, even all our kids, we would want to have a 2-year age gap between all of our kids. Even if they're 3 years apart or 4 years apart, I know they'll still be close. Chris really wants another girl for our second baby. I don't know why. Most men that already have girls as their first child, I know wants a boy for the second one, but Chris, he wants another girl. With me, I don't really care. I mean, I would love to have a boy just to even things out, but if I have a girl for my second one, it doesn't matter to me. You guys can probably hear Skylar crying right now because it's her bedtime, and I'm recording this at her bedtime, which is a really bad time, but this is the only time I have to record this. And if you do have another girl for a third child, then that's great too. I'll accept it. We're blessed either way. Even just having kids in general is a blessing. Any gender I'll be happy with, but of course, deep inside, I would want a boy too. We're just going with the flow right now. Not really trying to conceive, but if it happens, it happens. That's it for the questions that I think I have answered personally, that I'm answering in this video. But if you guys have other questions for us, just leave it in the comments below and I'll make sure to get back to you on that with the answers. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Say please, Mommy. Good girl. The reason why I'm feeding her instead of her feeding